And the last clever ghost I'm going to talk to, because the correct answer is dwarf. So if you answer, it says, congratulations, you got it, bozo. I don't have any treasure, but take some treasure. And then he hands you stuff. We have a strange house right here. Should we knock on the door, strange house will turn into strange mouse. Strange mouse asks you a question, and if you answer it right by saying, he's going to agree with you and give you something. Hey y'all, how you doing today? CVMG coming back at you with a little more Madtale Idle RPG. In this video, I figured I'll go through the Polluted prison and you could follow along. Now here in the main hub area, you're going to have a couple things you can do. You have the Polluted shop, where you're going to be able to obtain the highest tier secrets available just for purchasing with the currency you obtain in the prison. And the Secret of the Sky is where you're going to want to do your dungeons. You get one entry every single day, and then only specific dungeons are open on specific days. Please take notes of which secrets are in which dungeons, and then plan accordingly on which dungeon you plan to spam if you're saving your tickets for that day. I want to get some higher level mermaid tiers, so I think we're going to go ahead and do the Monday, Thursday, and Sunday dungeon. And on the loading screen, we have 15 characters we're able to bring, so you're going to want to bring your entire main team and then pretty much anyone else that you've popped in the link workshop. We're going to need 15 guys in the later stages because one team isn't going to be able to cut it. I haven't unlocked this mystic item yet, but I'm sure we'll get to that eventually. Alright, and whenever we first get in here, there's a roguelike dungeon. You always want to clear the floor of enemies. All enemies drop a plethora of items, and then the more enemies there are, the more items you'll get, so make sure you clear every floor. You can skip the battles, and these enemies also have a small chance to drop secrets. This traveling snail could be on any floor, and then he's able to sell you stuff if you want to peruse his shop. This candlestick is going to get annoyed as you continue to light it. It puts itself out, but if you continuously light it, it will get angry and fight you, so you can get a little bit more rewards from this fight. Now, if you see a flower pot, go ahead and crack it open because it's going to have black quartz, and that's the money for the Polluted prison. Bird eggs, baby. Rummage through the bird eggs or pick them up, and then you get yourself, guess, some black quartz. Now take note that this guy just dropped two important items. We're able to get this blue key up here that opens the next floor for us, or we're able to get this yellow artifact that's going to give us a buff. You're going to have a bunch of yellow artifacts throughout this entire thing. Plan accordingly depending on who you have on your team, and try to make your team as strong as possible with these artifacts. Alright, now moving on to the next floor, we have a grocery heap here. We can just rummage for some free stuff. And a mystery statue. If we choose to pray the statue, we can receive a buff. If you find yourself in a bit of a pickle, there are these recovery crystals that can heal 30% HP to your entire team. If you see an ancient stone on the ground like this, you can caress it and get yourself another little buff. And a mystery merchant. This is another guy that sells random stuff. Every fourth floor there's going to be a boss, but this little clever ghost here asks you the same question every time. He's going to ask you, how many dwarf friends does Snow White have? The answer is actually 3. And to prove this, I'm going to go ahead and click 7, and it's going to be incorrect. Sorry, you got it wrong. I don't know why. I'm sure it has something to do with the lore that I don't know about. But on every fourth floor, you're going to have a boss here that you fight. It's a little bit tougher of a fight, but they drop way more stuff. And after we wrap this up, we should receive a chest with secrets and memory essence, black quartz, all sorts of stuff is going to be in there. And you always get to choose from a legendary buff. Now take notice of this little mirror in the top right. As we've been fighting, it has been filling up, and now that it is completely full, we get to choose one of 3 rewards. I always go for the diamonds because it's not the same thing every time, and I like diamonds, but you could get anything it offers. We have a mine cart over here. Should just be some free loot. Rummage through the cart, and we found some coins. We got a mushroom on the floor. If you choose to pick it, it's going to turn into a person. Now you can fight this guy, or you could choose to leave. If you leave, nothing happens. If you fight, again, you get a little bit of bonus goodies. We got a pumpkin head. Now this is another random event. Go ahead and confirm talking to the pumpkin multiple times. You're gonna have to talk to this thing like 4 times or 5 times. But after you do that, it's gonna give you a little goodie. We have a strange house right here. Should we knock on the door, strange house will turn into strange mouse. Strange mouse asks you a question, and if you answer it right by saying the birds helped her, he's going to agree with you and give you something. Now, no matter what you say, he's going to give you the thing anyways. But if you choose the wrong answer, it'll just say he doesn't think so. Here we got another clever ghost. All right, this time I'm going to choose the option of 5 friends, and it's still wrong. If you see a bird's nest, you can interact with it, and there will be a little Thumbelina there. You get to choose to side with Thumbelina or the water spirit. If you choose to sell out Thumbelina, she gets very upset with you, and then you get just a very small reward. All right, now we got to the 2-4 boss, and then last is going to be the 3-4 boss. This is a 3-phase stage. And you also have a loot log to see all the stuff you got. Look at all the goodies we're getting already, and I'm only on 2-3 out of 3-4. And a vase, just like Legend of Zelda. Break it for a goodie. Okay, we got another traveling snail up here. I always check just in case they're selling something for gold. The gold is pretty expensive, but as you get later in the game, you'll have more of it, and these purchases will be worth it. A bonfire pile, if you see one of these, you can light it and then just straight up heal your entire team. Okay, now this windmill is where stuff like the black quartz comes in. They're going to say, yo, our windmill is broken. You have the option to give them money to fix it or to fix it yourself. On this run, I actually haven't saved up any black quartz because I've just been kind of spamming through the dungeon, so I can't really help them. The only way I can help them is to repair it myself, and you can see if I choose that option, I kind of broke it. Chests all over the place. You gotta have a keen eye. It's full of black quartz I could have used for the windmill. No. And the last clever ghost I'm going to talk to, because the correct answer is 3 dwarves. So if you answer with 3, it says, congratulations, you got it, bozo. I don't have any treasure, but take some treasure. And then he hands you stuff. Resurrection crystal is pretty self-explanatory. If some of my dudes were dead, they would revive. But if no one's dead, it actually gives you a little heal, which is better than most games, which just does nothing if no one's dead. And 3-4. This is going to be the final boss. Once we kill this dude, we have cleared the entire dungeon. Just like that, we are going to get the best prizes available to us on this floor. And then once we get this key, we unlock the portal. Dungeon complete. You have a little bit of statistics for your run, and then a big layout of all of your rewards. Now, these little shards are for artifacts for your castle. There's going to be a bunch of different artifacts, and you need like 30 pieces of each, so you will be farming this dungeon for more than just the secrets. And most importantly, the corroded coins that we use in the Polluted shop. This Polluted shop is where we are going to easily obtain our best secrets, even if we haven't unlocked one of the top floors of the dungeon yet. Also, as you complete more runs, you're able to get set rewards just straight up for completing the runs, so great. Okay, now if you've gotten to this point of the video, I'm going to let you in on pro secrets. There's actually an item you can craft that lets you auto this entire place, like monsters, events, and all. So if you want, you can just save these up, and then by the end of the week, once you're ready to farm your dungeon, auto it. But I save this for the end of the video because most people aren't going to get to see this, and they don't deserve to, dang it. That is the Polluted Prison. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit if you were running into some issues with the random events. God, look at this 6-star legendary mermaid tears. I want it so bad. I'm gonna have to farm a bit more to get there. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and join my Discord. But other than that, y'all, that's gonna do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.